Hello. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm sick. Keenan got sick, my dad got sick, and I thought I escaped. I thought I didn't catch it. No, it's come for me. So that's where we're at right now. This is going to be a very short and sweet April anticipated TBR as a mood reader. If you are new here, welcome. But every month, I wish I could do the TBR jar prompts. I wish I could. I'm not that disciplined, and I'm a mood reader, so I just sort of pick 6 books that I think I'm going to want to read in the next month, including some anticipated releases of things that are coming out, and I just kind of go through it with you. It's not that structured. This is going to be very short and sweet. Okay, so to start with, let's go through some anticipated releases for the month. So on April 1st, we have the 3rd book in Once Upon a Broken Heart is finally coming out in paperback, so that will match my other copies because I'm not having 2 paperbacks and then a hardcover for a trilogy. It's fine to wait. So that one is A Curse for True Love. This follows Evangeline and Jax, and Evangeline is such a little hopeless romantic, and she just makes a bunch of terrible deals in the name of love. And the adventure and chaos that ensues is wildly entertaining, twisty and turny, and there's just a lot of yearning, a lot of tension, and I'm excited to see where it ends up and how we wrap up this series, especially after the end of the last one. Intrigued. My next anticipated release also comes out on April 1st, and that will be Faithbreaker, which is the 3rd and final installment in the Fallen Gods trilogy by Hannah Kaner. This was one of my favourite books from 2024. I did read the second one in a reading vlog earlier this year, and it wasn't necessarily my favourite, but it does set things up really well for a 3rd book. So excited to see where things end up and how we wrap things up here. So in this world, gods are forbidden. One of our main characters is Kissin. She is a god killer, and a little girl comes and approaches her for help because this little girl is somehow bonded to a little god of white lies, and if anything happens to the god, it happens to the girl, and vice versa. So she asks Kissin for help, and they also team up with a knight who is he's on his own little side quest to help his friend, and it's just a beautiful story with found family, some adventure, magic. It's beautiful, a very fun fantasy series, so I'm excited to wrap that one up. The next book that comes out on April 8th is The Twisted Throne, which is going to be the 5th book in the Bridge Kingdom. The Bridge Kingdom is what I sort of describe it as sets of duologies. So the first 2 follows a particular set of characters, the 3rd and 4th books follow another set of characters, and then the 5th and 6th book will follow another set of characters, and they all take place in different places in the world. So you start with establishing this area and the politics and trials that are going on here, and then it expands more. You get another set of what's going on in a different kingdom, and I'm thinking with this next one it's going to expand even more, and we're going to have some more politics, some more intrigue, some more depth into the kingdom, and these are also deeply romantic. They are a beautiful, fun fantasy romance. I love this series. I love Danielle Jensen. So those are my anticipated releases for April. That's 3. That's 3 out of the 6 books we're going to pick. So that's already quite a lot of the TBR that's anticipated. Another book that is coming out in April is I think it's A Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and that comes out on April 22nd, I believe. So my thing with Emily Henry is every year I read her book that comes out, and then I get into a reading slump and I wait impatiently for the next book to come out the following year. And then it does come out and I put it off because I'm worried about the reading slump. So I don't think that I will actually read A Big Beautiful Life. Is it A Big Beautiful Life? Great Big Beautiful Life? I don't think I'll actually read that in April. I'll probably end up delaying it and putting it off. I'm a little bit avoidant. As soon as something that I really want or enjoy is going to be over, I don't want it. So I don't know that that's going to be on the April TBR. Who knows? I might just knock it out, but as of right now, I don't think that I will read it this month. Okay, the next book on my anticipated TBR, on a similar vein, is one that I put off, and that is The Mask Falling, which is the 4th book in the Bone season. I love this series so much, and the 5th book just came out. It is an incomplete series, but I keep putting it off now. I inhaled the first 3 books in the last month or so, and now as it's kind of almost at the end point of where we're up to, I don't want to read it because I don't want it to end. But I'm going to put The Mask Falling, the 4th book, on my April TBR. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then the 5th book is another continuing series, and that will be, I don't actually have a copy of it yet, but I would like to read Onyx Storm, which is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series. I have actually no idea how many books are going to be in this series, but the end of the 2nd book went hard. I think I vlogged both the 1st and the 2nd book in different reading vlogs recently. I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I've somehow managed to avoid most spoilers, which is quite impressive. But yes, I'd like to add the 3rd book to this in my April TBR. Okay, and the final book that I'm going to put on my April TBR is starting a new series, and that is The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. This is the 1st book in the Ashen series. I think the 2nd book just recently came out. Don't really know what it's about. It says this is an epic and immersive Viking-inspired romantic fantasy. I'm intrigued. Let's read the blurb. Scylla Nordvig is running for her life. The Queen of Isildur has sent warriors to bring Scylla to Sunnavik, where death awaits her. When her father is killed, his last words set Scylla on a perilous quest to travel the treacherous Road of Bones, a 1,000-mile stretch haunted by warbands, creatures of darkness, and a mysterious murderer, and go to Copa and the safety of a shield house. After barely surviving the first stretch of road, a desperate Scylla sneaks into a supply wagon belonging to the notorious Blood Axe crew. To make it to Copa, she must win over Axe Eyes, the brooding leader of the crew, while avoiding the wolf, his distractingly handsome right-hand man. All the while, the Queen's ruthless assassin hunts Scylla obsessively. Will Scylla make it safely to Copa, or will she fall prey to the perils of the Road of Bones? It's so beautiful. So, that's also going to be on the list for this month. So those are the 6 books that I am picking as a mood reader that I'm hoping to read in April. We shall see how it goes. March, I think I've only read 2 of my anticipated TBR. However, we still have a few days left, so who knows, I might knock another 1 or 2 out. I don't know if I will, but maybe. Oh my gosh, wait, that's 3 months of the year. We're a quarter of the way through the year, guys. That's insane. But yes, this has been a very short and sweet video. I will link, as always, my Goodreads, my Fable, my Instagram and TikTok down below if you want to check those out. If you could give this video a like or subscribe if you're so inclined, it does help me as I grow my channel. And as always, the comments are my favourite part. Have you read any of these books? What's on your April TBR? Let me know. I love chatting with you guys about books. What a joy. And yeah, next week I think there will be a March reading wrap up at some point and maybe another reading vlog. Those have kind of been my favourite to film at the moment. I'm kind of just getting back into the swing of things after an interesting March. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe to see those, and thank you again. I will see you in the next one.